Hello everyone, my name is Bushra. You are watching BKGFSI services. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe my channel. Today I came up with a very interesting topic, that is HACCP study, and we will discuss how to conduct a HACCP study of a product. Before going into the details, let's discuss about HACCP. HACCP is Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point. The core objective of this course is to understand which kind of documents required and how to prepare those documents. Secondly, I will provide you with your customized template which can be used for any kind of products. So there are five preliminary steps of HACCP. First one is assemble a HACCP team. Secondly, describe the product or products. Third one is intended use of a product. Then we will discuss about how to construct a flow diagram, and then verification of a process flow diagram. Before going into the details of preliminary steps, let's discuss 7 principles of HACCP study. 7 principles of HACCP includes conduct a hazard analysis, determine the critical control points, then you need to establish critical limits against those critical control points, and then we will make a monitoring procedure, then be corrective actions, verification of procedures, and ended with record keeping and document of procedure. Now I will discuss step by step elaboration of all points, that how to analyze them and how to make documents against those points. So first step is assemble a team. So you must keep in mind during making a team that your HACCP team must be multidisciplinary, means all relevant departments should be included in that team. It doesn't mean that you need to include every member of other departments, but just a leading person of that department. For example, HR manager, no need to include its executive. Then you need to add from production department, maybe a production manager, then maintenance manager. There will be a team leader which will be from quality assurance department, and other team members from other departments. After forming a team, you need to document this for documentation purpose. Don't forget to take signatures, because otherwise your documentation requirement will not be fulfilled. So after making a team, you need to describe the product. For product description, you need to document about a product, all information about the product, starting from name, brand name, composition, its characteristics, which includes physical, chemical, microbiological properties. Then you need to mention about intended use. Then you will mention intended customer or consumer, means it's for children, for adults. In case of energy drinks, it will be for adults. Then need to mention shelf life, 1 month, 2 month, 3 month, or maybe year. Then storage condition must be included, that you need to store it at 4 degree or 7 degree, or maybe at room temperature according to your product. Then need to mention method of distribution and delivery. Then labeling of the product, if there is any special distribution, sensitive consumer, if there is any allergen, then mention in that column. And ending up with statutory and regulatory requirement. Don't forget to mention that, because it's very important. The final product specification format will be look like this. There will be a header, there will be a footer, and in center you will describe the product. So the fourth point is construct a flow diagram. While making a flow diagram, you need to keep in mind about all the ingredients, packaging material, step-by-step processes, then time, temperature and humidity, product recycle, rework, and last is phased or utilities. So let's discuss about process flow diagram. In process flow diagram, mention company logo, documentation number, and name of the product. The first step is raw material, or simply you can mention it as receiving. At the time of receiving, we take decisions. If product is as per product specification, then we go for the storage, and if it is not as per specification, then most of the time we reject it. After storage, third step is ingredients weighing of ingredients. You can see along with this third step, I have mentioned in a blog as approved recipe, because in that step we follow recipes and weigh our ingredients according to those approved recipes. The fourth step is mixing, and at the time of mixing we mostly make sure about time, temperature and speed. and I have mentioned water and ice because both of these add up at the time of mixing. After mixing, I have mentioned two generic steps as first step and second step. You can mention these two steps as per your product. The sixth step is cooling or stay time. And for the cooling purpose, we mostly give specific time, temperature and humidity. After cooling, packing of product is seventh step, and I have added packaging material. The labeling of product is eighth. After that, finished product storage or dispatch. In our process flow diagram, we need to mention waste. So this is all about the process flow diagram. The final step is the verification of HACCP flow diagram. For the verification of flow diagram, simply copy and paste HACCP team members in another Excel sheet. Take signatures of all HACCP team, and this will be considered as a documented verification of your process flow diagram. Thanks for watching my video and keep watching my channel.